Hello and welcome to another update about the DXY. Well, the job data was quite good for the US dollar, and maybe this was the catalyst that finally pushes us here to the upside. Yeah, we obviously talked in previous videos about this upcoming move to the upside, which ideally is happening now, but well, I don't know yet. But what I can tell you that this is the biggest increase in a day that we've had in a while. We have two green candles now together, and we hit support, yeah, pretty much here around $100. This could theoretically still come down to 100. Yeah, if we break the previous low, in my opinion, so the low here of $100.80, my view is that the $100 level will be key support. I will also move the trend line now a little bit to the upside, so it's more relevant. It means that we cut the trend line here, but in the end I do have some more touch points here, and it's also a little bit closer to where we're now. In the end, it's a bit subjective how to set the trend line, but either way, if you've watched the previous video, if you've been watching them, you know that I do expect here soon a recovery in a B wave. Now I looked at the entire chart again, and this is still what I do expect, but I think ready for the next video I will modify the chart. If you remember from the previous video, or if you remember the previous video, rewatch it. I don't think anymore necessarily that all of this here was a wave one to the upside. It doesn't make any difference to the projection here or anything, but I did count this here as a leading diagonal in 5 waves of a wave one. Here 5 waves in a wave one, which would eventually push higher and eventually complete a large wave 5. I just can't see it anymore, because I looked at how long did this wave A take, how long is the B wave probably taking, and the C wave. I just can't see it take that long. I mean, even if we assume, the ABC, it's 3 waves, yeah. So it should at least take basically as long as like 60% of the 5 waves to the upside, right? It just went down too fast, and I can't see it anymore. And I find if I look at the subwaves, I recounted everything again. I do think we have finished here only a 3rd wave at the peak, and then a 4th wave is what we're doing now, and then there will still be a 5th. I will have that count ready for the next video. I think that's what I'm going to go with primarily. In the short term, this doesn't make any difference, and it would also still assume we're doing an ABC, yeah. But it will not mean that we will bottom here in a wave 2. So I just find that more likely looking at the proportions and everything. But yeah, if we zoom in, I think this is sort of what everybody's interested in at the moment, because we have a potential reversal signal, what we've been waiting for now for a while. And we have also broken above resistance, so that's, I think, crucial. For me, the key resistance level was here, sort of the $102.50 level, all these previous highs. Now we've broken above that. I think we finished down here a wave 5 of C of A, and we might now be on our way to the upside. Now at the moment it's a bit too early to really confirm that, but this could be a first sign that crypto and other assets are going to be weak for a little while if this follows through now. So what do we need to do? Now, at the moment, as you can clearly see, we only have 3 waves to the upside, so it's not really a confirmed trend change yet. What we need to see is that this here was a 1, here possibly a 2. We're now rallying hopefully in a 3, there should be a 4 and a 5. That wave 3 should ideally reach the 1.618 extension, so I would like it to reach $103.40. That's previous resistance here. That would give some confirmation and confidence that this is a correct count. Then we should see a shallow wave 4, or maybe a bit of a deeper wave 4, because the wave 2 was quite shallow, or at least long sideways. And then a 5th wave to the upside. Textbook target here would be the 2.618 extension of 104.56. And as long as we now stay above the wave 2 low, which was here at $101.55, as long as we do that, as long as everything's fine, and we can push higher. As soon as we have 5 waves up, we're looking for a retracement in a wave 2. So for example, this 5-wave move could be the first wave, maybe the first wave within, where are we? Let me zoom out a bit. I need to move that B wave in here, it's too far away. So let's say the B wave, let's assume the bottom or the low is in, the local low there, yeah? What would we expect in terms of a B wave? I mean, the absolute minimum I would expect for the B wave is the 38.2 fib. That's $105.87. Now, that would be a very weak B wave. Yeah, ideal target here, sort of $107.41, $109, maybe even higher, because I'm counting the move down as a 3-wave structure, ABC, basically a flat pattern. And if the A wave is a 3-wave pattern, you would expect the B wave to retrace quite a bit. So I wouldn't rule out here $111, $112. So depending on how now the subwaves are going to play out, that first move here, that first 5-wave move could maybe only be the first wave of, let's say, the A wave within the B wave, because also the ABC structure is going to be made up of 3 waves, A, B, C. So we're getting something like that, yeah. And then obviously the A wave, we need to see, might have 3 waves, it might have 5 waves. We'll see. But that's sort of what we will get, or what we should get, assuming, however, we get first 5-wave up. We want that, we need that as a confirmation that we are heading higher at the moment. It's still pushing into the weekend, and there is no sign of stopping, yeah. Also here, the current 4-hour candle is just pushing against the limits, and the 1 hour as well, looking good so far. Now in the overbought range on the 1 hour, but you know, that's just what you would expect in an uptrend. And the fact that, or the idea that we are in a 3rd wave is confirmed by the indicators, because typically in a 3rd wave, you get the strongest reading. So yeah, next target here, certainly wave 3 target here that I mentioned, that is pretty much at the same height of the previous high, the previous resistance. And we had resistance here at around 103.50. We had support and support. So that's quite an important level. I'm going to add another line here onto the chart to highlight this is going to be resistance. And if we can flip it for support, that's the next ladder we need to use to push higher. Maybe, and that's just an assumption, the wave 3 will bounce against it, fail in a first attempt, come down in a 4th, and then regather strength and push higher in a 5th. So yeah, interesting with the DXY. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.